All right, Schlab Nation, it's Caleb. I'm back. I haven't been here for a little while. I got married, and I've just been a little busy currently. I'm out at the Turtle Bay Resort in Oahu, up in the North Shore. And unlike Peter Brennan from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, I'm so happy I'm wearing this fucking shirt right now. Anyway, I want to talk about the Thanksgiving games. I think we can get a little bit of a just, stone throw out there just to get ourselves started. Talk about the three games. I'm going to give you a little bit of a bonus too. We're going to be going over some of the spreads and the over under too. So we're going to hop in the first game. Starting at 7:30 Hawaii time tomorrow morning, I'll be watching Packers visiting the Detroit Lions. Lions have been playing this Thanksgiving game since, man, when Lions Thanksgiving. I think the first game was in the 20s. They've been playing, no, first game was in 1934. They've been playing ever since. Now, I do want to say, I'm just getting back to my stuff here. I do want to say that I was actually kind of surprised that Green Bay pulling it out last week against the Chargers. I thought the Chargers might just steamroll them, especially since I feel like the Chargers have been a little bit more hot than what people are giving them for. But I think Green Bay is just going to run into a very, very hefty Detroit scoring barrage. They've been playing great. They've been putting up some 30, 40-point games recently. Just squeaking by the Chargers, even with one of those 40-point games. But I just don't think the Packers are going to be able to keep up with them. The line opened at -7.5 for the Lions. I thought that was actually a little low. I was thinking more maybe in the 9 range. It has grown. It is Detroit -8 currently. The over-under started at 45.5. It is now up to 47.5. And you know what? I think that's actually pretty good. I'd still take the over, and I take Detroit. I think Detroit's going to come out big with this one. I think it's a 35-17 Detroit win on Thanksgiving. And unlike most Thanksgivings that involve the Packers and the Lions go home with a win here. Uh, we'll just see. It's going to take a lot on the defensive end for Green Bay to come up with some big turnovers, maybe take something back for a score, even really kind of change the tide there. They need to score early. Moving on, we got the stupid Washington professional football team, whatever they're called, playing at the Dallas Cowboys, who have been playing in the Thanksgiving game pretty much every year, except like 73 and 75. I think that St. Louis Cardinals took over for a little bit, and that was just a dud. But anyway, back to what we were talking about here. The line opened at Dallas -11, which I thought actually was a fantastic number. It's grown. It's -13.5 now. That gets a little crazier, in my opinion. I don't think Dallas actually comes out with the scoring barrage we've seen recently. It's tough playing these division opponents, even though we haven't really, played the Washington professional football team yet this year. I don't believe in Sam Howell. I don't believe in Bijan Robinson. I don't believe in Scary Terry McLaurin. I think the defense is just going to destroy them. I see a 27-10 game. Take the under. It opened at 46.5, it's gone up to 48.5. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're looking at more like the mid to upper 30s. I don't know how Washington even scores, but take Dallas on the money line for sure. And even with that 27-10 score, you're looking pretty good at -13.5 if someone takes that spread. That is a big number to overcome, though. Double digit spreads, especially when it's in the mid teens, it is a complete coin flip, in my opinion. Finally, rounding it out for the third game, I feel like the Niners have played so many of these Thanksgiving games. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of get ushered into it sometime over the next, decade or two. But I feel like I always see them or the Seahawks, so why not just put them together? Niners are playing at Seattle. Line opened at San Francisco -6. Another line I thought was actually pretty good. Thought it might be a little bit lower, maybe just throw it right in the Vegas zone at -5. It's because it's so tough to go up and play at Seattle. And it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be in like the low 40s, probably dip down into the high 30s by the time the game's done. Probably no rain though. Now the line has grown, gone to -7. The over under is hovering just right at 44, 44 and a half. I don't see this being a very high scoring game either. I think it's tough to be able to throw and hold like this. I just don't see how Gino comes up with anything, two devices downfield. And Brock Purdy's just a big roller coaster right now, so I expect there to be a lot of running in this game. Still think San Francisco wins, but still think San Francisco covers. I'm looking a little bit more at like a 24 to 14 game, I think. I think Seattle does get on the board late. The 24-14, take the under there. Take San Francisco. I think all the favorites are going to cover. I don't think there's going to be too much high scoring except for that early game with the Detroit Lions playing the Packers because the Packers team is atrocious and their offense can't do anything. So give me Lions, Cowboys, Niners. Outside of that, I hope everyone's having a great Thanksgiving. I hope your team wins this weekend too, unless you're the Eagles. And Shabba